new hair, new glasses, not really a new me, but finally a new video for me, so let go. Hello, it's Max, and it's been a hot minute since I've made a video. I've been meaning to make all of the videos all of the time, but earlier in the year I was out of the country for a while and I was really busy, and then I got back and then the anxiety built up and up and up and time kept going by and happening and things were just blah blah blah. But anxiety kind of sucks a lot, so... But it's September, which means it's bisexual awareness time! Woo, 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 woo. And for this wonderful time of year, I wanted to share with you guys all of my TV bisexual headcanons. Yeah! For those of you that don't know what headcanons are, let's start with canon. Canon is what the writers of a series or a movie or a story or whatever have actually written down in the script or in the storyline. While headcanon is, and I quote from the Google, elements and interpretations of a fictional universe accepted by a fan or fans but not found within the official canon of the story. Something like that. Now, in a lot of TV series, there are little different moments or things that people tend to pick up on that can be interpreted as either romantic or flirty or what have you between two different characters of the same sex. And that's why and where queer headcanons tend to form. So for me, as well as most of queer fandom culture and all that jazz, these headcanons don't just come from completely out of nowhere. They come from these moments that are cute and romantic, or sexy and flirty, or even something that has been said by one character that can be interpreted in a certain way as a form of queerness, sort of. I'll give you a better example of that later on. So, with that said, without further ado, here are my bisexual headcanons! Woo, woo, woo. I'm doing this too much, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Bisexuality's fun! Alright, here we go. Karen from Will and Grace, Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Nigel Townsend from Crossing Jordan, Casey and Alex from Law & Order SVU, pretty much every single character on Sailor Moon, ever. Andrea and Michonne from The Walking Dead were totally a couple, and don't you dare fight me on that. Also, Merle totally called Andrea a gay slur, and she didn't bother to deny it, so there's also that. Emily Prentice from Criminal Minds. Now here's what I was trying to say. Here's an example that I was going to give as something that someone has said or done that can be interpreted as, you know, subtle queerness. So there was an episode earlier in the series where she was first introduced, where she was having a conversation with someone, and she was saying something about how she and her parents, it was something along the lines of she and her parents disagreed with each other in certain political viewpoints or something like that. And I definitely interpreted that to mean that her parents are giant homophobes and she totally liked the ladies. Also, I remember reading something somewhere that initially the writers were going to have a scene where she woke up next to a woman, and you know what, writers? You can still do that. That's still a thing that can happen. Make characters that you were originally going to make queer again. Yes! Woohoo! Woo! Pretty much everyone from Sense8. I mean, y'all saw those orgy sequences, right? I mean, come on. Come on. Emma and Regina from Once Upon a Time. They've literally uttered the sentence on the show, Henry has two moms. Seriously. More aisles. More aisles. More aisles. More freaking aisles. Sasha Alexander definitely played her as if she was in love with Jane. Don't at me on this. Lena Luthor from Supergirl, and also Kara a little bit from Supergirl as well. Now, I don't give a shit what Jeremy Jordan says. A, he's not one of the writers, and B, you can have characters be queer without actually having them get together. So yeah, make them be queer. They don't have to be together, but make them be queer. That'd be cool. Also, you'll notice I haven't mentioned Xena and Gabrielle because that shit is totally canon. Suck on it. And that's it. Those are my bisexual headcanons on TV, at least for now. Maybe I'll have more, and maybe you'll want to see a future video of them in the future, so leave a comment below if you would like to see that, or if you have any of your other bisexual headcanons. And make sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and if you want to see more videos like this from me, that would be super spectacular. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great bisexual awareness time. Woohoo! Yeah! Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.